All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Orlando Orbits. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Waiting.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part, gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and... Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running with Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys... Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screen. Shoot.
On 1st down, Church. Going deep now for Herndon. That's going to be caught. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run. This is Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Set, ready? 60 or. Check. Snap.
On 2nd down, Sapp. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. So
the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Wentz going to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They go counter with Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Wentz now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Howard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
30 base.
Throwing on 1st down. Church. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. 18 Gators. Hey, come on now. Ready.
To throw again. Church. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is Howard on second down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo.
This is Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready. Check Michael. Hey, Alpha.
Watch the slant. Hey, check Michael out. Check Michael out. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Church. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. It's Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he... stopped at the 7-yard line.
Good job. Good job, Raul.
They come out here in the eye.
90 Wolf.
On the carry, it's Hill. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll find Hall. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Hey, empty.
To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. O'Shane Ximines able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw on 2nd down, Church. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
On the ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Church. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. Church got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me complete.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Looking to throw. Church. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Let's go. Let's go.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trent Sherfield, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here we go. 20. 74.
Watch the twist.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on,
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits...
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
50, plant. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
31, Orbits 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they could.